Come on. Come on. Some of you aren't singing. Try this again. Ready? Let's try this again. Those of you who aren't singing, it's okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, you think it's so pretty? Oh, angels, come on. Feels good, doesn't it? All the people that aren't singing are going to feel bad all the time. It feels like when you soap up for a long time in the shower. Let's try that again. Breather, we're going to do a couple without him, and then we're going to move back into the final stage. Redemption. The final act.
Have you seen him slam his guitar and shoot every step?
Oh, the David Lee Roth story.
Well, that's good.
So, when I was a kid, David Lee Roth was my hero.
Woo!
I know, the two of us. And David Lee Roth always does this shit where he calls the crowd out. So he'll be like this. Little did I know, at the time I thought he was actually pointing to a person. He's not, he's just pointing to the, right? So he'll be like this, he'll be like rocking, he'll be like, you better watch your step, man, or I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend. You know, like, as a kid, you know, you're like, oh my god, David Lee Roth's such a badass. What you don't know is he's just yelling at some random person that didn't say shit. And he's just like, and he's like, that's right, motherfucker! You know what I mean? The crowd's like, and the guy's like, so I had this bootleg of David Lee Roth opening for Bad Company a couple years ago. It was sad. Hair was spray painted on, and he was sort of shrunk wrapped into this like parachute shit, and he was like, well, ow! And he was like doing his kicks. And at one point he takes a Jack Daniels bottle, and he puts it on his person, as if it were his phallus. And he goes like this. He goes, into the crowd, right? And the crowd's like, and the person that's filming is in the front row. So they're getting a direct shot up at David Lee Roth's fake Jack Daniels penis. And he's like having the best time. He's like, motherfucker. And the crowd's like, Daddy's great. He's got his penis with Jack Daniels. And then the fucking camera pans to this girl. And this girl, and in your dream, Van Halen dream as a youth, this girl's like a buxom, foxy mama, sits on a Corvette. This woman had no teeth. And she had to have been 450 pounds, which is fine. But I'm just telling you, the image that you have as a kid, you're like, David Lee Roth's such a stud. It's fine. She's there, she's rocking, she's loving the Jack Daniels. She's like, and Dave is just fucking giving it to her. He's like, baby, this is the shit. And the crowd's like, oh my god. And you're like, Dave's a hero. Pan back to this woman. She's doing it. She's trying to wipe it out of her eye. All you see is just tears, and all of a sudden it gets red. She's like it's blinding her. The alcohol is fucking blinding her. Right? And Dave's like, woo! And the two guys next to her are like, fuck you, man, cut the shit. And they're like getting sprayed with Jack Daniels, and Dave's like, woo! And the guy's like, ah! And this woman's like, tears are coming, and this woman, she's like covering herself, like miserable mascara.